Tryna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a thing.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
45. Mike, 45. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Ready, go.
Mayfield on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Too big for you.
It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now they try the right side here. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. Hard. 65. Check that.
Mayfield now. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Hey, orbit.
45. Mike, 45. Check pass. 45 the Mike.
5.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go.
On third down, it's Turner, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
36-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
30 base.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Delta.
45 the mic. First down.
Look, squeeze. Now.
45, 45, 45.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Hey, hold on. 54, Mike. Mike 5.
On 1st and 10, Curry. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the ball. Check 31.
Throwing again. Curry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
45. Mike 45.
So don't say nothing.
Yes.
45's the Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check safety.
Number 18, Chopper. Hey, Alpha.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
No.
Score.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Throwing on 1st down. Curry. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
We got double up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Curry looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Curry. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 54 to base. 54, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
And an alley to run. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shift. Cover. Mike 54.
To throw again. Curry. Getting this into the hands of Turner. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
To number 38. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Curry. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Curry. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's see what you got. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Put up.
2nd and 2. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
He's checked.
2nd and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Curry. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
43-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go again.
To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. 60 or. Blue draw Corker.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
5.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Look at me. Zipper.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Let's go.
Throwing, Mayfield. Well, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now a handoff looking right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, Curry in trouble here, and And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 54. He can't hang.
2nd and long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Curry. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Curry gets this one left side to Pettis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Curry. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
From the gun, Curry. And he's in for the 49ers score. And that'll give him a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready to break.
The Browns drive about to get started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk taking.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off play action. Curry. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Line 54. He's tired of me.
Go out.
Watch it.
Undercrush.
Hey, lock it.
Undercrush.
Bravo.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike's 54. Mike's...
Hey, high 7.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. 51.
Operating from the gun, Curry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. How about that? Their quarterback with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Leo!
Watch twins! Watch twins!
Hey!
Banjo!
Mike 56! Mike 56!
They get smooth! Spike!
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st and 10, Curry. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Curry. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Out, 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 out.
Yep.
Motion. 56 to Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Curry. That's complete to Turner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You must be dreaming.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
To throw on 2nd down. Curry. That is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Curry. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. T.Y. Hilton. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Browns on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You got nothing.
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
It's going to be a long...
From the gun, Curry. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Right there, 54 Mike. Yeah, you don't want none.
Back to throw. Curry toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
General West.
Check 24. Check 24. Slam, slam, slam.
Look at me. Door. Hit it.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Browns on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-2.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Hey, Foxtrot. Snap.
4th down, Mayfield. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Double tight. Alert. 3 down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curry. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, tight.
Go.
Mayfield now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming for you. You mine.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Spare.
3 bucks.
From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 Mike.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah,